Hi and welcome back. I'm Sean Williams, and today we'll be running through the setup guide for Zer0 for those that are starting from scratch with no history imported. So, without any history to import, there are two items that require setup and an optional step if you want to track a project or specific items. Firstly, set up your accounts, checking, savings, etc. Secondly, the categories that you are going to assign the transactions to. And then the optional step is to configure the flags that you will use to track a project or specific items. For this demonstration, I've made a copy of the latest version of Zer0. The first time that you use the Zer0 menu, Google requires you to authorize the script. You choose the account and click OK. Then advance and go to the menu, then click on the Allow button. If you would like to review the code before proceeding, leave a comment below the video and I'll send you the script. Once the script has completed, you'll see the account sheet. If this notification is still showing, you can go ahead and dismiss it. If you click into the cell B2, you'll see that by default there is a formula sitting there. This is used in the event that you're going to be importing transactions. But since this isn't the case, you can overwrite this cell. If you need to enable it at a later point, you can just look at the note in cell B1, just hover over the black triangle in the cell, copy the formula and paste it into cell B2. If you click in the drop-down arrow on the cells below Type, that will display the type of accounts that are available. You can either click on a type or type the first few letters and press Tab. Again, for this demonstration, I'm going to type over the existing formula. This will be my checking account. It's active and I want to track it in my budget. The next account will be my savings account with similar values. Then a credit card and an investment account. This will be set up as a tracking account, meaning that we will just track the balances or movement in this account and we will not be budgeting any transactions for it. Next, I want to track the value of my car. And then a liability account, maybe a loan of some sort. As you can see, there's a validation built into some of the cells. You can see in this case that I selected an incorrect value. Simply click on the OK button and choose a valid value to proceed. Next, you'll want to add the categories that you're going to assign to your transactions as well as what you'll budget for. Again, go to the Custom Zer0 menu, Setup and Set Up Categories. On this sheet, you'll see the first three columns relate to the categories that have been imported. In this case, they will remain blank. Instead, you will be defining categories in the yellow columns onto the second table. As you can see, I have a sheet with some predefined categories and will include a link to this sheet in the video description below. You can then cut and paste from that sheet into your Zer0 spreadsheet. The next task is to define the sort order for the category groups. This is used to determine the order in which the categories are displayed in the budget. Please note that you will not assign a number to the inflow category group. The last and optional step is to define any flags that you want to capture projects or particular expenses to. You may want to track the expenses for a party, for example. Select the setup flags from the Custom Zer0 menu again. For this use case, you can overwrite the existing formula and define the value for the flag. It's this value or symbol. You can use emojis that you will select in the register sheet. At this point, the setup is complete. You can either hide the sheets individually or all of them, apart from the main, register, and budget sheets. Now we are back on the main sheet. You can see all the active accounts that you defined. On the register sheet, you can see the account and category values in the drop-downs. And if you select the budget sheet, you will see the category groups and categories, sorted as you defined earlier. If you want to hide the empty rows in the budget view, you can click on the filter view budget, details, or summary to go back to the default view, go back to the filtered view and select none. So there you have it, a guide for setting up Zer0 from scratch with no imported data. Don't forget to hit that like button or dislike if you want to, and subscribe to the channel to see the latest updates and news. Bye for now.